What's up, guys? CyberHoudini here, and welcome back to your daily dose of gaming. We are back. It is the 31st of March. Tomorrow is April Fool's Day. Let's see what kind of silly news they get up to tomorrow. I mean, I remember back when IGN did that like live action Legend of Zelda movie trailer. It was insane. It was a long time ago now. But today is an important day. Oh, god damn it. Today we lay rest an icon, an Italian plumber. Our best friend, Mario. Nintendo are actually putting him into the grave today. It's such a weird little ceremony, but yes, today is the day they're getting rid of multiple games of Mario. Let's jump straight into the news. Very strange of Nintendo to do this, but yeah, they're going to be getting rid of Mario 35, which is this cool, like, Tetris Battle Royale game. Very cool. A lot of people have been enjoying that, so it sucks that that's going to go away. And Tetris was supposed to go away as well, and never did. So maybe we'll see Mario 35 come back. And then you've got the Mario 3D All-Stars, which they'll stop selling, apparently, you know, digitally. But, I mean, you'll still be able to pick it up all over the place. I think it's a good collection. You know, it's kind of lazy, but it's still those 3 games all together, you know. Nothing too fancy, but it may be worth something in years to come, you know. So now is your chance to pick these things up. Today is the last day. Some people have said that they're doing this mainly, you know, to finish off his 35th anniversary so they can start Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary. But we'll see. I mean, that would be awesome, but I don't know. So far, we're only getting Skyward Sword HD, but I would be definitely in the camp of saying that we'll get like a proper 3D Zelda collection like we did with Mario, you know. Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. That would be perfect. I really want to play Twilight Princess again. It's been a long time since I played it. Since the Wii, on the Wii. And I miss Midna and I miss Wolf Link. I miss them all. I think it's my favorite. Like, I really love Breath of the Wild. It's probably a masterpiece on its own. But there's something about Twilight Princess. It just gets everything right for me. A lot of people shit on the start of Twilight Princess. But getting to just run around as normal Link, just doing a bit of farming and herding things, you know, it's cool. Bernie, hello, how's it going, man? Happy Wednesday. Yes, it is Hump Day and it is also Mario Death Day. Mario Death Day. Have you heard about this? So, yeah, Nintendo are basically, they've done the full 35th anniversary and decided to just get rid of some of the games. It's so silly. It creates this kind of scarcity thing. I'm assuming that's why they do it. I just don't know why. I don't know why. But a lot of people are going to miss the Mario 35. And, yeah. I don't know if you can still pick up, like, the special edition Switch. Yeah. They actually tweeted out, basically, that the Mario will continue to power up. This is their Super Mario 60 or 35th actual Twitter account. It's all in Japanese, of course. But, yeah. We'll see. Like, it's not like we'll never get another Mario game. It's just a weird thing, right? It's such a Nintendo thing to do. You're like, why are they doing this? You know, so many potential sales. But I'm telling you, Disney have the exact same way of doing things with the Disney Vault. So like, hey, if we put this away for a while and pretend that people can't buy it, it'll create artificial scarcity, ram up the prices, and when we bring it back out, there'll be a huge amount of people wanting to buy it again. And it works. It really does work. But it's no different than how normal remasters work these days. You know, people, even if it's a year or two, people are still kind of like, damn, I kind of want that. So it's the way it goes. I hope you're having a nice day. Bernie, appreciate you coming in. Alright, cool. On to the next piece of news. After yesterday's talk of CYBERPUNK getting the 1.2 update, and it didn't really fix a whole lot, CD Projekt Red have decided to come out with a statement, which I'm glad, and it seems like a good statement, you know. I'm still with these guys. They just made a lot of mistakes in terms of marketing that. But we got Windows Central, they're reporting on, basically, they've shown their roadmap for 2021, and that includes The Witcher news. They've also opened up, I think they bought a new studio in America, which they hope to have more games in the world of Cyberpunk and The Witcher as well. So that's great. It's great news. Awesome. Alright. So yeah, so far, this is what they've got planned for 2021. Obviously, patches and updates. It looks like the multiplayer for Cyberpunk is going to be standalone and probably move to sometime next year until things level out. Because even though they've done a lot of work on 1.2, it's clear in some cases it's actually made things worse. There's been a lot of videos where they've shown, people have shown you know, that the police are now just non-existent now. You have to, like, kill, like, 200 people to get police after you. I mean, at the end of the day, this is CD Projekt Red's first first-person shooter game. It's also their first proper, like, open-world game, you know. It's, and the first time they've had driving mechanics and stuff. And I just, you know, people are, you know, they're not giving them a break, for God's sake. At the end of the day, I know it's taken a long time, and some of the marketing stuff is pretty unforgivable. I agree with that. But in terms of trying to get the game right first try, that's a lot to fucking ask for. The Witcher was kind of balked at the start as well. So yeah, I'm still with that. I think I'm gonna wait till the PS5 version comes out to jump back into it, because at this point, it's just a shit show. It really is just a shit show. But yeah, they're already still talking about the free DLCs that they had planned. They did the same with Witcher 3. It was really nice of them. We end up getting like 16 pieces of DLC, and then the next gen upgrade. And then over on the Witcher side, the Witcher Monster Slayer is actually a mobile game, I believe. I'm not sure like how the gameplay is, but it's a mobile game. And then yeah, the next gen update, which I have been waiting for. I really want to jump back into the Witcher on the new consoles. Hell yes, that probably won't come till, you know, later on the year, maybe September, October, something like that. Yeah, and then further development of Gwent. But I have heard that they are obviously like in pre-production of what's next, you know, especially with buying new studios and that. These kind of studios, they don't, like, you don't just stop. Even if they say like, oh, this game is taking a break, they still don't stop, you know. Look at what's going on with Dragon Age and Mass Effect over at BioWare. You never really stop. As an artist, you never stop. You just keep creating. You move on to other projects, but you'll always have these little ideas and pre-production, you know, even starting with ideas like, you know, concept art and that. Really cool. So yeah, the future is definitely bright for CD Projekt Red. Let's just hope we never have another horrible marketing decision. And yeah, if I was them, I would have just cancelled the Xbox and PS4, or at least let them wait another year until, you know, they were actually ready. But anyway, how's it going, Amid? Hello. What's up, Cyber? How you doing today, dude? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Today is Mario Death Day. They're killing off Mario. They're giving him the big boot. Good old Nintendo. They probably won't even mention it themselves. That's the thing. They set this date up. But I'm hoping, like, this is the only good thing that can come out of this. I'm hoping that this will allow them to actually start, like, the Zelda 35th anniversary stuff. How cool would that be? Yeah, I hope you're all having a good day. Thank you for joining me here. I know we've a lot of mixed feelings on Cyberpunk. There's a lot of people who played it, me included, that really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's definitely buggy as hell, like, you know. But the thing with bugs and glitches is, you know, results may vary. Everyone's going to get different bugs, you know. Some people might play through the whole game and never get a crash, and other people will, you know. It's just the way it goes. It doesn't exempt them from it. Doesn't mean they don't exist. They definitely do. But yeah, looks like the future is bright for those two franchises. It's really cool that they have two big franchises going. I'll definitely take... And with Cyberpunk, it's going to get big expansions, you know, like The Witcher did. They're going to feel like games unto themselves. Alright, cool. On to the next piece of news. After reporting yesterday on the Games with Gold and PS Plus, I was almost completely right. So, PlayStation finally came out with April 2021's PS Plus games, and one on the list is Oddworld Soulstorm. That will be the PS5 game. I think it's a really great month. On PS4, we're going to be getting Days Gone. Days Gone. Very cool. I just got that with the PS Plus collection on PS5, and it has the new 60 frames a second update. So yes, Days Gone. Incredible game. I hope Sony Bend are working on a sequel, or maybe Siphon Filter. I'd be down for whatever. I think it's a great job. Sam Witwer does it awesome. It feels like Sons of Anarchy, you know, and Last of Us mixed together. And then finally, Zombie Army 4, Dead War, which is a really cool, you know, zombie game. You know, it's a 4-player co-op game. Just go around shooting some zombies and that, you know. Nowhere near along the lines of something like Left 4 Dead or anything, but they're still fun, you know. If you like Killing Floor and that, then you'll like Zombie Army. And that's the 4th game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't hear anything about that one, so maybe... you know, maybe it didn't do as well. But there you go. Yeah, 1 to 4 players. Nice. So really good month. Getting Days Gone and Zombie Army 4 on PS4. And a brand new game, Oddworld Soulstorm, on PS5. All schwanky. Oh, what's this mean? What's the two asterisks? I hate when they do that. They have like one asterisk and then two. Here we go. PS5 console only. PS Plus benefit not applicable. Okay. Oh, okay. They just got to clear that up. There was so much messing with between Control and Maneater. People were getting so confused. They were playing like the PS4 version on their PS5 and vice versa. It's like, I can't get this to work. But there you go. Oh, it's not available in South Korea. Ooh. It's under Xbox. Okay, so maybe they'll get a different game. People have been seeing like certain games are banned in different territories. Hey, Eric, hello! Kind of sounds like that, doesn't it? Thank you for that sub, dude. How's our resident games? Oh, thank you. No, I am no fucking games journalist. God, please don't put me with them. No. No, we're just hanging out, shooting the shit. Like, you know, when you go over to your friend's house, you sit down and grab the controller and it's like, hey, did you hear what happened to Mario? Yeah, they took him out back and shot him in the head. Damn, that's pretty cool. I wish I was there. That's alright. I got it on YouTube, man. I got it on YouTube. Nintendo, we're gonna put Mario out of his misery. But here's what I'm thinking, Eric. Maybe this will allow them to start working on Zelda's 35th anniversary. You know, they want to put like a proper little pin on Mario's 35th anniversary. Let's see. We'll see. Well, all we know so far is we're getting Skyward Sword, but they've never mentioned anything about his 35th anniversary. It's just like, there you go. You're getting this game. Because I know we're going to get a collection in the fall. I know we are. So they want to get the announcement, sort of hype for Skyward Sword in July out of the way, you know. I'm going to get it. Like, Skyward Sword's definitely a little oof. But it's kind of an important game. I don't think we'll ever get Zelda like that again, you know. In my opinion, in terms of 3D Zelda, I think, like, Twilight Princess nailed it. It didn't go too far on the old motion controls and all that. But then, you know, Skyward Sword just took it too far. It was one of those games that was made for that stupid Wii Motion Plus, that weird little dongle you stick in the bottom of the dildo. It's like extra vibration. It was so stupid. Even I didn't want to buy into that stuff. But I love the Wii Sports and playing that with the family and that. Super hype. What games do you want for the... so we're getting Skyward Sword. I mean, if I was to be greedy, I want them all. But, you know, in a perfect world, if I had to pick three, I'd pick Ocarina of Time, the 3D one on the 3DS, because I felt like that was a good remake, but it's up to them. Wind Waker HD, and Twilight Princess. I think that to me would be good, and then you've got Skyward Sword, the next game following it. Obviously, I actually would pick Majora's Mask over Ocarina of Time, but Ocarina of Time is Zelda 64. It was a landmark game. It's even, in my opinion, better than Mario 64. There, I say it! I said it! But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do. There's rumors all over the place about them doing collections, even like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, which were connected to Wind Waker. That's kind of that little trilogy, if you want to call it that. I liked Phantom Hourglass. Spirit Tracks, not so much, but a lot of people love it. Hell yes! Alright, cool. They showed April PS Plus. Yeah, that's what we're going over right now. I think they're pretty good. Thank you for the sub over on John's channel. Oh, see? Eric's the best. Isle 55. They rock! So yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with Zombie Army 4. They're all fun. I keep going to call it Zombie Army Trilogy because I just know it as that. And Days Gone. Fucking great zombie game. A lot of zombie love. Damn, look at that. And then you've got Oddworld Soulstorm. You know, he kind of does look a bit like a zombie anyway. So it must be Zombie Month over at PlayStation. That'll be a lot of fun. Hell yes. Hell yes. We knew that was coming anyway. And then obviously on April 16th, I want to say, we're getting another game. We're getting Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition for the Stay at Home initiative. So that's separate from PS Plus. So if anyone's like going, I promise you, is not. You've already April 19th. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying 16th. And obviously you've got those 9 games you can download with the Play at Home as well. It's amazing, amazing amount of free games that just keep on coming. You plan on watching Godzilla at the weekend? Very nice, very nice. I'm hearing very good things about it. I love it. Alright, on to the next piece of news. Some really cool little interesting news coming out of Xbox. They have found a way to allow backwards compatible games to run on the xCloud, which is really damn cool. So this opens things up even more. Now you can play the full, well for now it's just a couple of games, but they'll keep adding more as it goes because it's still very much in beta. But that's really cool, right? You can play a lot of old classic games now through the xCloud on, you know, any mobile system you have. I haven't tried out xCloud, so I don't know how good it is, but I've seen like Phil Spencer and a lot of people just playing it out of their hotel, and he was playing it in the airport while he waited for his flight. And it's pretty damn cool. Between Game Pass and the xCloud and that is definitely the future Xbox want, you know. It's very clear. Look at all those rare, oh my god, all those beautiful rare classic games. I need them, I want them. I wish Rare would go back to some of them. I know Sea of Thieves has been very successful, and they're working on Everwild after that. But yeah, I see. Here's the thing: a lot of those from Rare are long gone. You know, it's the same with so many different companies. Just like, yep, the talent's gone. It's not as simple as just revisiting them. But we are getting Fable coming back. We are getting a new Perfect Dark from the Initiative. Yeah, so like it's not all bad. Gears, we'll probably get Gears 6 like next year or something. Who knows? Yeah. Super hype. Yeah. What about you? What games would you like in Zelda's 35th anniversary? What do you think would be the most important? Alright. On to a little Oculus Quest news. This is good sign for any VR fans out there. IGN are reporting that Oculus Quest 2 has already outsold every other Oculus Rift headset. Combined. That's great news. Like, I think there is a place for VR. I never wanted to supersede the rest of gaming or have a studio that works on normal games just become VR, like Ready at Dawn, and you just never see a game from them again. But still, very good. Like, I love VR. Like, even I suffer really badly from motion sickness. I still think it is really, really cool. It's cool tech. I'd like to see where I can go from there. Yeah, hopefully now with it selling more, the prices will start to come down, because even something like the Valve Index is just so expensive. And when the big guys like do something so expensive as, you know, $1,000 for a fucking VR headset, you're gonna give the other guys ideas, you know. So I don't want to live in a world where we get PSVR 2 and it's gonna be more expensive than the PS5 itself. You know, it'd be silly. If they can keep that around, you know, the $300 mark, maybe they'll do pretty well. Because the PSVR was cool. It just definitely needs, you know, more resolution. It's quite blurry. But that could be interesting. Like, I could see PSVR 2 coming, and then like Half-Life Alyx coming to it as well down the line. Hell yes! Like Between Worlds, ooh. Oh yeah, so you would go, I think they'd probably keep it to the 3D ones, but yeah, that would be cool. Link Between Worlds, we really need that. What they should do is kind of do what they did with Mario and give away the 2D ones on the NES Online, and then the 3D ones, let them have their own collection. What do you think about that? So I don't know, they seem to want to celebrate the 3D ones. Well, I know it was with Mario, but yeah, like it's about time the NES Online stuff got a boost. Maybe add like a Nintendo 64 or something. I don't know. Yeah, Link Between Worlds, it needs its time in the sun. That game got released far too late and not enough people played it. I think it feels like a spiritual successor to A Link to the Past, right? Or a sequel even, right? I don't know I suppose it's one of those games, it's hard to even say is it a sequel. They do definitely take a lot of things from A Link to the Past. But yeah, Jesus, what a game. It's so beautiful. The Minish Cap, oh, that's such a cute game. I did hear they were supposed to be given what is it, the Oracles of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, that's supposed to be getting the remake treatment like Link's Awakening. Like they were really happy with that. Yeah, certain parts it did kind of drop a lot of frame rates, but I think they're happy. So maybe they'll get them at same company to keep doing it. Kind of what they've done with Next Level and Luigi's Mansion. That you can see once you get in bed with Nintendo and they're happy with you, it's like, you know, doing well at your workplace. You're like, yes. You'll just keep getting work from them, you know. So I would like that. What do you think of the art style of Link's Awakening? Do you think it's something that should stay primarily to Link's Awakening, or is it something they could add to other games? That kind of diorama, pop-up kind of feel to it. It's interesting. I think there's so many studios now experimenting with that chibi art style. You can see with the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and they're having very, very mixed results. I don't know. It's a funny one. I'm glad you said Twilight Princess, though. I feel like that one does not get enough love. I don't know where the hate is from. I really do think it's from the start of it. Maybe a lot of people start Twilight Princess and they're like, I don't want to keep going. Because, yeah, you have a little bit. But you very rarely in a Zelda game do you actually get to just relax for a bit and enjoy Link, you know, as a farmer or whatever he is, you know, as a blacksmith's assistant, you know. It's always, oh, he goes to bed, everything goes shits up, and he's gotta run off, you know. So to have that moment, like, you don't even get that moment in Breath of the Wild. You just wake up and you're like, oh fuck, I'm in my own goop. I'm in my own goop. So yeah, it is nice to kick the game off, and I think Twilight Princess does that as well. But just that little moment of peace is really nice. What I loved about Twilight Princess, well, I love the art style. Everything is a little bit kind of, I don't know, faded or something. There's something about it. It's not, we're so used to like this pure saturation in color that to have that kind of faded color effect, it's so nice. And I think Midna may be my favorite sidekick, and she's integral to the story, right? She's what the game is named after, you know? So we've had a lot of Twilight, or a lot of Zelda, like fucking sidekicks, if you want to call them, and they definitely can be annoying for sure. That's what I'm worried about with Skyward Sword. I wish they'd do something about that, because Fee, God, she's rough. She makes Navi look completely normal. Navi, you know, with her hey listen, after a while you just it's kind of cute, you know, hey listen. But Fee, like, she'll stop you every 5 steps if she wants to. And I feel bad because she was important too. Is it Faye or Fee? I'm gonna call her Fee. Yeah, she was important as well, but you end up fucking hating them after a while. And then Majora's Mask, we had the other fairy, I can never think of her name. But wasn't too bad. It's always so sad to see them go away, dumb. But yeah, Midna, I don't know, she was cheeky and sassy. She allowed you to become like Wolf Link. It was really, really cool. And having the whole idea of the Twilight Realm as well, you know, because that's always been something they've done in Zelda. It's like, oh, and even like, you know, Link Between Worlds with Lorule. I really enjoyed Lorule. I think it was super cool. And it was great twists in there. Like, Zelda games, they do try and have the odd little twist, but most of the time you'll see it coming. But I feel like in A Link Between Worlds, I was like, damn. I just love the logo, you know, the reversed Triforce. It kind of like the shadow of the Triforce and everything that goes on in Lorule. It was really clever. So we'll see. And there was, what, the 4 Swords and 4 Swords Heroes and that. Not sure if that'll ever get any love again. Yeah. The 2D versions, The Link's Away. Oh, yeah. Just, you know, would we get sick of the art style? I don't know. Maybe they could try change it up every time. It works so well for Link's Awakening. Took away the foggy effect that was around the borders. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of all the fog in Breath of the Wild either, but it was clear that that was a small, like, limitation of the Switch. If you go on YouTube now, there's a lot of these people who have been messing around with the Wii U emulator, and they've got Breath of the Wild working at like 8K. It's insane. It looks insane. So if you look at that, and it's got rid of the fog effects, it looks really clean. It looks really nice. You still got that kind of Pascal color effect, you know. And I know sometimes a little bit of fog in that can add atmosphere, but sometimes it can also make the game look washed out. We don't want that. We'll see what happens with Breath of the Wild 2. I really hope we go to a different land in Breath of the Wild 2, you know? I don't care if it's the Twilight Realm, Lorule, if we go back to the past. I don't know, we'll see. My initial thought was that we would go back to the past, because seeing as the Temple of Time is there, but it's all fucked up. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect, you know? Let's pull an Ocarina of Time. Let's go back. But then they kind of already went back in Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. They showed you everything that happened in that 100-year battle and all that. So I don't know. I don't know if we need to do that now. Now maybe the time to tell a completely unique story. And that just gets me hyped as hell. Alright, on to the next piece of news. We have a new trailer for Shin Megami Tensei's Nocturne, which I know as Lucifer's Call. But this was a really, really cool game back on the PS2. It's going to get re-released. I think it's coming to Steam as well. Good old Shin Megami Tensei. But I used to play the old, like, the old games. This was one of them. This was a little bit different, you know, everyone being a huge Persona fans. I wonder why they changed it. In Europe, it was called Lucifer's Call. But yeah, I think the HD remaster will probably have Nocturne on it as well. Yeah. Just awesome fucking weird monsters, great characters, great story, great combat. Hell yeah. Nice to see some of these games that were very niche get a second chance, get another lease on life. I don't know what the hell they're doing on that IGN website, but every time I move over to that tab, it makes me drop frames. That's insane. But every other website's fine. So just go show. It's probably Google. Good old googly Googles. So this is the World's Rebirth trailer. It does not have, I don't think it has a release date yet. It just says pre-order today. Shin Megami Tensei. Nice. Alright. Good to see that come back. Next piece of news. We have some news for The World Ends With You. So they're working on a, this is all Japanese, but let's hope that Google Translate can help me a little bit. Yeah, they're working on an anime for this, which is really cool, but it also, they're going to be doing a special event on Friday, well, I'll report on it and see what happens anyway, where there will be news about the upcoming sequel, so we'll see about that. It's pretty cool. That's another little series that did not get enough love, and I think the anime is going to be amazing. I was like one of the coolest games on the DS. Wow. Give me a story where Zelda's... Yeah, exactly. That's what I want. That's what I want. We've never got to like really play as her like properly. I know in Age of Calamity you do, but it's not the same. We need it in the main line. I would like them to do both, you know? Play as both. Maybe like 1/3 of the game Zelda, 2/3 Link or something, so people don't get pissy. Because we know how much trouble these series get into when they start to, you know, mess around with different main characters. Like look what happened with Metal Gear Solid 2. That was a bait and switch between Raiden and Snake. And then just recently we have The Last of Us Part 2, where it's very, very divisive with the whole Abby thing altogether. Like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. So you have to be so careful. We can't have Breath of the Wild 2 happen. But I mean, this is their chance to try something different, right? Who knows? Who knows? I would be down for that. I think Zelda is a little badass. She was able to hold off Ganon for 100 years. My God. She's badass. She always was and she always will be. That's why I want her to come back as like as her Sheik version. That'd be cool. And I want to hear more about the Sheik because you can see them all around Breath of the Wild. There is history there. Boop, boop, boop. It's really cool. The Hyrule and Breath of the Wild, if you look hard enough, you'll find nearly every single location that was in, you know, Ocarina of Time or so many of the other ones, you know. Yeah, she helped. Yeah. Exactly. There we go. That's exactly what I was saying. Fuck yeah. And you can tell that she's pretty much a badass. Maybe they could give her like the Sheikah Slate and she could do a lot of the stuff that she did in Age of Calamity. Alright, on to the next piece of news. I found this new game. It's called Another Eden. It is free to play, and a lot of people have been calling it very close to Chrono Trigger. Is there any way of... Boop. Is it playing? Steam's player is a bit funny, but at least not as bad as Twitter's. Twitter's player is the worst. You full screen on Twitter and it's over. You've lost that video. You might as well reload the tweet. Yeah, this is called Another Eden. Now, I will say the combat itself, like, you know, comparing it to Chrono Trigger, that is ridiculous straight away. Anyway, that's a masterpiece. You know, you're best off not to bring up masterpieces around games because you'll be eternally compared to it. And that's maybe not what you want. So, like, straight away, like, the game looks awesome. I will say the character models look closer to something out of, like, one of those gacha games. Just the way they move around a little bit. Yeah. But I like the kind of art style as well. It's got that kind of 2D HD thing going on, as they call it now. This is what Octopath Traveler called itself as well. 2D HD. They actually even trademarked that term, which is a bit ridiculous. But this is free to play. This is a free to play game on Steam right now. Another Eden. Like, why not? You know, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for these kind of free to play games as well, because after things like Genshin Impact and that, I am so impressed. Obviously, you got a giant frog character who will be compared to Chrono Trigger, of course. But yeah, I would like to see Chrono Cross come back as well. There's so much uncertainty right now with the PlayStation 3 and Vita and PSP store closing. It's gone to hell. So a lot of people are pissed. Apparently there was a fan project called Project Vita where they were going to try and bring the Vita back. and that has been completely cancelled. Not even just like, oh, they have no choice because the store will not be available. They would have a handheld system that would be dead on arrival. That sucks. So yeah, this is another Eden. Pretty damn cool, right? Free to play. Why not give it a shot? It's right there. It's getting a lot of good reviews. A lot of people saying it's very good. It's just whether you're okay with those character models or not. Alright, on to next piece of news. A little cute little news here. You guys all know about the Skyrim Granny and that. Well, this guy is like the Skyrim Granddad. Apparently this old German man was a massive fan of Morrowind. And he loves to play those games. He wouldn't even play the story. He would just run around in them. Now he's 88 years old. And he's been wanting to try and play Skyrim. But he couldn't get out of the first area. And it's just a lovely, wholesome story I wanted to share with you guys. He couldn't get out of the first area, so he spent weeks, and he can barely like hold a mouse or a controller. So he finally got in contact with the local youth club. And they helped him out. They helped him, and now he's playing Skyrim. Sometimes you need a good, like, wholesome story like that. I love it. Hey, how's it going, Soul? Welcome on in. I hope you're well. I had to hit you up on Twitter. On Twitter. I hope you're doing well. Now on to the next piece of news. We have a nice free game. The classic game 13. Let's not talk about the remake that just came out. The classic game 13. It's basically like a James Bond game. Is free on GOG. And it's free for a limited time. I think it's like another 20 hours, so the rest of the day or tomorrow. So pick that up if you haven't. It's an incredible game. I loved it back on the PS2, and I was so sad to hear what they did to the remake, but that's to be expected. Don't play the remake, play this one. The remake, they changed the art style to make it look like Fortnite. They took out so many good stuff. The AI is now brain dead. But this still holds up. And getting this on PC, you're still going to have that resolution bump and frame rate bump. Actually, I think it's locked to 30 because of how it handles the graphics and all that. I don't know why. There was a reason behind it, but yeah. Basically, when you get there's all this comic book style going on, and when you get a headshot, it would zoom in on the bullet, but it would be comic book panels. It's such a great game. I know, you might be looking at it right now and going, Jesus. But if you're a fan of first-person shooters and it's got that awesome James Bond vibe to it, it's super, super cool. Very, very cool. I've had many, many nights of fun with this one. Today you finished Narita. Oh, nice, dude. GG's. How far into it were you where I was? I just got to the desert area. Dude, you must have played that all night. That's awesome, man. What? Are you happy with it? That is so wholesome. Yeah. You don't get to hear stories like that very often. And when it popped up, I'm like, I have to post this. Give me stories Zelda's here. Yeah, I read that one. Okay, cool. Yeah. That would be nice. So yeah, 13 is free on GOG. Get your booties over there. Get that shit for free. Do it. Do it. Alright, next up we have a new sale for PlayStation and Xbox have a new sale as well. The spring sale, which is probably going on for, I think, till the end of April. Some great deals there. The Last of Us down to $30. Ghost of Tsushima. So lots of great sales there. I think I already put a couple. No real sale on PS5 games yet, which sucks because I'm really wanting to pick up a couple, and I don't fancy paying €85. So yeah, we probably won't see any PS5 sales until they get more PS5s out there. That's how it works. But yeah, Pedestrian's another great one. I really like that. You basically play as, those guys in the sign. You play as that, and it's a little 2D platform where you jump between pedestrian signs and road signs. It's a really clever way of doing things. Godfall's gone down. See, Godfall's the kind of game I either wait for PS Plus or something, I want to play it though. It looks kind of cool. I'd give it a shot. Hitman 3 is on an all-time high, and they just put it on sale, which is really cool. They've also got a free starter pack for Hitman 3, where you get to play a couple of missions for free. Yeah, you can tell that IO Interactive, after basically getting the Hitman IP back from Square Enix, are just elated. They're so happy, and this is the way they want to run their company, and they're nailing it. I wish more companies would do things like how IO are doing it. Yeah, let's put the game on sale. Let's import the Hitman 1 and 2 into Hitman 3 so you get all the bonuses for free. And let's give away a first couple of missions for free. I mean, that's insane right there. You know, if any Hitman fans out there, I know IO Interactive are working on a brand new James Bond game as well. Hell yeah! So, yeah. Oh, Ni no Kuni 2 is also down to a tenner. Very nice, very nice. Hell yes. I just got the first one. I'd definitely pick up the second one down the line. Are you thinking of getting it for that price? Hell yeah. I wish Sackboy would go down. I really want to play it. It's so expensive. It's ridiculous. Some of these games, they'll go on sale for 40. They should start at 40. Dynamite, thank you for that host, dude. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you. Dirt 5. A lot of these, like, it's a little harder. There it is there. It actually says Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni 2. It didn't get as much love. They went for more of a Pikmin style with the Iggledy-Pickledies instead of the Pokemon style. The first game went with the familiars, which I kind of prefer. But it's all good. There's a kingdom building game inside Ni no Kuni 2, and it looks really cool. But it's nice to see Last of Us Part 2. If you haven't got it yet, maybe you're waiting to get it on PS5 or something. Damn cool. Especially with the new Ghost of Tsushima movie that was announced. It'd be a nice time maybe to play the game. It looks amazing. Persona 5 Royal, I am so mixed on. I got Persona 5 for free, and there's no way of upgrading it. Persona 5 Royal is essentially a new game. At least that's what they say anyway. But it's so annoying. Like, if they would give me the option to upgrade it, even for 20 bucks, I would do it. I would do it. Because I don't want to start Persona 5. So now I'm at the position, do I wait and just wait for Persona fucking 5 Royal to go on sale like now and just get it? I'm not really out of pocket that much then. But as far as everybody's told me, it's like you probably shouldn't play the OG Persona 5 when Persona 5 Royal is there, because it has so many improvements, quality of life improvements, all that nonsense. Anyway, Dreams is also on sale as well. For any budding game creators, Dreams is definitely a nice place to start. It's a really cool game. Sony just recently talked about investing even more into Media Molecule, who created Dreams and Little Big Planet. So that's great. It's great to know that it took them 8 years to get Dreams out, and it's pretty special. It's an experience. It's a game making. It's like, you know, for people who use the RPG Maker, Dreams is like far and beyond that. It's a game engine inside of a game. You can play everyone else's games. You can do whatever you want. Dreams is just, it is what it is. Anything your dreams can think of. But yeah, really, really cool sale there. Check out, you can go to a website I usually use called PS Prices. They're pretty good. They'll have everything there. You can change it even to your country, and just to make sure that you're getting the right sales, and it'll give you the prices. It's a good little website. I also sometimes will use Metacritic. I won't use it for the points or the reviews, because I think that's all broken. But I actually use it for, you know, upcoming games, and that they're pretty up to date. And most people don't do that. I refuse to get Royal, but I want to play it. Yeah, I don't want to do it. And then it's so weird on Twitch, so I mightn't be able to even do it. They're clamping down really hard. Atlas are very brain dead when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's like, hey, it's free advertisement. We don't want free advertisement. No. Because yeah, YouTube, it's just you can't even show any of it. But they said it was okay on Twitch, but now that Twitch have been slapped with, you know, DMCA, and they've had to put in their own measures with they have the 3 strike system with copyright and that, which sucks. But it appears that DMCA just decided to blanket. It's probably going to happen on TikTok. It might be a good thing, because TikTok people just ruin songs every day of the week. It's like, fuck, no, leave this song alone, no. And then you go on to like the song on YouTube, and every comment's about the TikTok. It's like, good God, rip. I know, how's it going? You might want a cookie. I do want a cookie. How are you doing today, dude? Yeah, poor Mario. It is the death of Mario today. The song is kind of sad too. Thank you all for coming to this memorial of Mario. It's a me, Mario. He will not say that anymore. Nintendo are gonna take him out back and shoot him like a lame horse. I can't believe they're getting rid of Super Mario 35. It's like, why? Why? It's selling like hotcakes. People are enjoying the hell out of it. So silly. All these things, like, you know, the 3D All-Stars, you'll be able to pick up any old way. eBay, you'll find ways, you know. But not when you've got something like Super Mario 35. It's like Tetris. I think it actually might be even better than Tetris 99 because of what they got going on. It sucks. But from this tweet, they basically said, this is obviously not the end of Mario, blah, 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 blah. But Nintendo barely even talked about it themselves. The only good thing that can come out of this, like I was saying, is that they'll start to begin the Zelda 35th anniversary celebrations. Be good. Yeah, I'm doing good today. Just going over a little bit of news, talking about the PS Plus games for April. We're getting Oddworld on PS5, and for PS4 we're getting Days Gone and Zombie Army 4. So a little bit of multiplayer. I like how they're doing that. I was just checking, could you see my cursor? Because I was totally like poking him in the eye. But yeah, I like how they've been doing that with PS Plus games. Give us a multiplayer game as well. Look at like the success of Remnant from the Ashes. That's been amazing. So yeah, Days Gone is I think that's a must play in my opinion. It's really cool. It got shat on. When I got it, I knew I was going to get it from day one just because I'm a huge fan of zombie games. And yeah, IGN had given like a 7 out of 10, but they're morons. But it was enough because enough people actually still, unfortunately, read IGN. And they had a lot of people that come in going, is this game worth it? Is it good? It's getting a 7 out of 10. Diddle-diddle-dee. And I'm like, oh, you were crazy. This game is awesome. Super fun. Like, a lot of people maybe didn't enjoy the driving of the bike as much. I think it was fine. You know, they had realistic mud and that, so it felt good. It had a nice bit of weight to it, like a good chopper should do. I like the idea of filling up the fuel and that. It's not that bad. Like, look at what everyone's doing in GTA RP now. They can't fucking go on any kind of long journey without some gas. It cracks me up. But if they leave the gas on when they fill up their gas tank, their car blows up and the whole gas station does too. It's so funny. Like, oh Jesus! So it's so scuffed, but oh man, I want to play it so bad. I want to get down to the RP. I'd love to. Alright, cool. I think that's everything for today. Yeah, let's see. So basically, for, you know, urgency, you know, pick up 3D All-Stars right now if you want, you know, it might be worth something. And same with Super Mario 35, this is the last day to play that game. And then over on GOG, you can pick up 13 for free for the next 20 or so hours. So jump on that. Free games is free. The same with Epic. Maybe I'll start doing that. Epic are also giving away Creature in the Well for free. Today's the last day for that as well. So keep an eye out. Free games is free. It's free. It's free, you know. And when it's free, it's fucking free. So free. Pick it up. It's fucking free. Alright. It was fine at release. Loved it. Even better with all the free updates that kept coming. For Days Gone, yeah, they added like a whole lot of crazy skins and everything, right? They put a skin in there for Death Stranding where the fuel tank of the bike has that weird fetus baby. The bee baby. What was it called? Bee boy? Can't remember. Kojima should be announcing his new game shortly. Like, you know, definitely by E3. It's all good to go. The art director said like they're prepping things. Probably was not supposed to say that. Alright, cool. Let's move on to a game then, shall we? Yes. That is your daily dose of game, and thank you for joining me.